What is up, my friends? Manny here. Welcome back to the channel. It's time to talk about breaking plateaus again. It's time to make the second episode of my Breaking a Plateau series, if you want to call it like that. And thank you guys so much for your appreciation of the first episode. I didn't expect that it would hit so hard. A lot of people shared their personal experience, their opinion. Thanks for that. It was amazing. By the way, how do you like my new summer Friesen? I think it's pretty awesome. Such a cool head again. It's so convenient in the summer, I tell you, especially if you train a lot, in kind of a basement, in a boulder gym where it's always hot and a lot of people and stuff like that. So anyway, in today's video, I want to share the second really powerful tip for breaking plateaus. And the funny thing is that it was already mentioned a lot in the comments of this first video that I just talked about. Many people said, you know what, it might sound funny, but I could really I really got a boost in my climbing capabilities after I made a longer break, after maybe I got injured or something like that. And this is actually the second advice that I have for you guys here. In the first episode, I talked about how changing things up can really be beneficial in terms of breaking a plateau. And so to say, the pinnacle of changing things up is actually to make a huge rest. Believe it or not, I've seen a lot of climbers for whom this worked, and it also worked for myself a couple of times. And what do I mean with a bigger rest? Well, a bigger rest, in my opinion, is anything that is more than 2 weeks. 2 weeks off climbing, 2 weeks off any pull-ups, any body strength exercises, maybe stretching and corrective exercises. That's everything you're gonna need during these 2 weeks. And what's gonna happen, it's really fascinating because as you guys know, maybe, especially if you're a little bit more advanced climber already, then you will know that if you're staying off climbing for 2 weeks, it's really gonna make you really weak. When you come back after these 2 weeks, you're gonna feel super heavy on the wall. All the skin is gone. You don't have any finger power anymore. The finger power kind of retracts back into the forearm, and especially at your fingertips, you don't have this strength for small holds anymore. And you really have to get your body back into shape, so to say, And the funny thing is, the body remembers quite well where it was before this rest, okay? And it will, with the help of muscle memory, it will get back to this previous level really quickly, actually. The thing is, you will be really weak at the beginning. Then you will start, it takes maybe 1 week until progress really starts to accelerate, so to say. And then you will kind of, with the help of your muscle memory, you will develop this kind of momentum of progress. And this momentum of progress is actually what's gonna help you to finally break through that plateau what you had beforehand, And this is how I think this approach works. Making a bigger rest. This is also why I would recommend you, anyone who is taking his climbing more serious, training year in, year out, not making any bigger rests, maybe from sickness time to time or something, but not necessarily more than 5 days or 1 week of rest. Make one bigger dedicated rest per year, at least, okay? Which is at least 2 weeks long. Do something else, do something different. Maybe focus on your studies, or focus on another sport, or focus on your job, family, whatever you have in mind. Nothing more than corrective exercises and a bit of stretching, maybe. No pull-ups, no body strength exercises. Stay off climbing completely for 2 weeks. And the funny thing is, as it was mentioned in the comment section from this previous video, it happens really often when people get injured, We all know that we don't like to make bigger breaks because we are afraid of losing what we have trained our body to be capable of in such a elaborative time. It was so much hard work to get our body to this level, and we know when we stay off climbing for 2 weeks, we're gonna lose quite a substantial amount of that. So we are afraid to do it, but sometimes people are forced to do it because they injure themselves. The finger starts to tweak and they cannot crimp properly anymore. They cannot even half crimp any holes anymore. Also the 3-finger open grip, that hurts quite a lot. And you know, when climbing hurts, then even those really try hard guys tend to make a bigger rest, you know, to let that stuff heal. And what happens, and I've seen this time and time again, these guys come back from their break and the injury is more or less gone. Maybe it's a little bit there, but not in any way, shape or form that it's hindering them from climbing hard, and then they shoot through the roof, man. They train really hard, they make their progress, they have this muscle memory, they develop this kind of momentum, getting stronger really quickly, and they shoot through the roof, and at the end of the whole thing, they are at a new level, which they haven't been before. So this would be my tip number 2 here. Make a bigger rest, try it out. One thing that I want to mention in this context as well is that you should be careful when you come back from your bigger rest. You should not go in with the attitude, all right, you will be stronger now instantly, okay? Because no, at the beginning especially, you're gonna be a lot weaker than before. It's gonna take you a few days, maybe even a week, until you catch up with the progress, okay? So a lot of people are very prone to injure themselves in this period of this approach, so to say, the first week after coming back from the rest, because they think they still have their old strength, you know, instantly, and they kind of crimp one hole, and all of a sudden they feel an old injury again, maybe even a very old injury again. After such a 2-week break, the body gets kind of sensitive to older injuries again. It's really fascinating, okay? Especially in the fingers, in these tendons and structures like that, which are not growing really fast, you know? So be careful in your first week after coming back from this longer rest. But after this period, when you have the feeling, oh, it's catching up, you're getting stronger with every session. I mean, this is a feeling that you probably don't remember from before, okay? Because you have been in a plateau for a very long time. And then again, you've got also this motivation again, okay? Because you're getting stronger every session. And this is how this kind of progress momentum builds up. And that's what's gonna help you to break the plateau in the end. So that's tip number 2. Try making a bigger rest from time to time. Don't be afraid of losing all your gains. Of course, you're gonna lose some, but you're gonna win it back very quickly again because you have that muscle memory. And just be careful that you don't hurt yourself in the first few days, weeks after you come back from your bigger break. And that's it for this video, I think. Tell me in the comment section down below, what are your opinions? What are your experiences? How long are we in this video? Amazing. Do you think I'm right here? Do you think I'm wrong here? And I think drop some likes, of course, if you like the episode. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.